Hey guys, I am getting ready to leave South Carolina. I had an absolutely stellar time. Um, we did a lot. I hung out with my friend Laura. I haven't seen her in like 20 years. Had a blast meeting her, fiance slash husband and her 3 kids. Absolutely love them to death. And, I'm excited to go home. I miss John. And, I kind of don't know what to say. I'm really, I'm relaxed now. I got my few days without John. I was able to kind of break out of that mommy mold for a few days, and I really, really enjoyed it. Really had a blast getting to do stuff without somebody tugging on me, asking me to do stuff, asking me to, calling me mommy and stuff like that. I had a blast, just relaxing. I needed it. I feel rejuvenated. I know I promised you guys pictures and wedding stuff and all that. I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm still kind of sorting through everything, and I will post them when I get them. I will probably do another vlog when I get home about everything about the trip. I told you guys I would tell you about my flight from, from Vegas. The first few legs of my trip were fine, no problem, no issue. When I got to Charlotte, I had to get onto I had to change planes. And when we were getting ready to board, I kept thinking, well, we're way out here in the boondocks of the terminals, and it just something doesn't feel right. And they call us to board, and I hand my ticket over and I head out the door, and I said, step out. I see this tiny little propeller plane. It wasn't a jet plane, or, it didn't have engines. It had propellers. And, you guys will have to excuse me. My allergies have kicked up since I've gotten here. The propellers, I kept thinking, oh god, this does not look good. I'm not liking it. And the plane was extremely small and extremely packed. I kept thinking, when I sat down, I kept thinking, my car is bigger than this. And I could shake hands with not only the person next to me and across the aisle, but the person on the other side of them without stretching. I could literally just reach out and shake hands without stretching. Which, that should have been my first sign that something was wrong. And then, as we got ready to taxi to the runway, the propeller on my right started up. I could hear it buzzing, I could see it, So I was like, alright, and I look over to my left, and I'm sitting, unfortunately, I got the seat that is right in line with the propeller area. I wasn't sitting in front or in back, I was sitting right there. And I'm watching, and that propeller's not going yet. And I'm thinking, okay, well, it'll kick over here in a minute. They're checking this one, and they're going to start this one in a minute. Well, we start taxiing to the runway, and I'm thinking, that one's not on yet. Why is it not coming on? And the lady next to me says, yeah, that's interesting. And I'm thinking, I don't want to hear that's interesting on the plane, especially a propeller plane. And it was funny, and I said, is that gonna start, or are they gonna start it soon? And she says, probably. And I'm going, I don't want to hear probably, I want to hear, oh yeah, they're getting ready to start it, once we get taxied, they'll start it. So we get onto the runway, and I'm watching the propeller, and I'm trying to read the Sky Mall magazine, and I'm kind of checking out of the corner of my eye, waiting for the propeller to start, and nothing. it still hasn't started. So I'm freaking out by now. I'm like, I can't. Are they gonna start it? And I said, I hope they start it. And she says, yeah. Usually by now they start it. And I'm going, whoa. So we start going down the runway and we're picking up speed, and the propeller still isn't turning. So by now, of course, I'm really freaking out. I'm thinking I want off the plane, stop the ride, I want off. And just before we took off, the propeller starts up and gets going really good. It picks up speed real quick, and we take off. Now, the flight itself was very uneventful. It was so short. It was only a 20-minute flight. They didn't even serve drinks. So, the flight itself was good. It was relaxing. There wasn't, it wasn't all, didn't have any problems. Well, we landed, and literally just as our tires touched down, the propeller on my left cuts off. The lady next to me says, wow, good timing. And of course, I'm sitting there with my mouth wide open in shock. And there were 4 guys that were in the front rows. There were 2 here and 2 on the other side, and they were a row ahead of me. And they kept joking that the propeller cut off. They cut the propeller to save fuel, or to save money on fuel. And I'm thinking, okay, when you're in a plane like this, you don't need to do that. It doesn't use a lot of fuel. But other than that, I didn't have any problems throughout the airports. In between flights, I thought I had like an 1.5 to 2 hour layovers for on the way up here. And I had not thought about the time change. And so it worked out where I only spent maybe about 45 minutes in between flights. So I had enough time to walk from the terminal I landed at to the terminal I was taking off at, sit down, Foursquare, check in, and then we take off again. Yes, you can find me on Foursquare. Same name, Roddy Girl 2003. You can find me on there. Friend me if you like, and you can check in with me whenever you like. And so, other than that, I think I'm good. So, Facebook, Foursquare. I'm not on Twitter yet, guys. I'm not a big Twitter person. I don't tweet. Is that the term? Tweet? Twitter? I'm not big on that. I don't know if I ever will be. I'm just still trying to get used to YouTubing, or tubing, as I like to call it. So maybe eventually I'll get on to Twitter. Maybe if I can get big enough where, like, Shaytards or Ray William, or, Mystery Guitar Man. If I can get big like those guys, I'll probably hop on Twitter, but I highly doubt I will. So, watch for my pictures. I'll be posting. I can't tell you when, but soon, I hope. Soon. Okay, guys, well, other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and go. And, I'll have to do the outro, I guess, which is thanks for watching. Alright, guys. Thanks for watching.